Oh man, there is not even close to enough time in the day. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to work on my time management. Well, that's perfect, guys, because today in this video, we're going to go over time management for realtors and what you should be doing. What's going on, everybody? Kyle Powers here with the Motivated Agent at eXp Realty. First off, thank you so much for checking out our channel. If you are looking for tips and tricks and ideas of what you can be looking at for agents and looking for listing agreements and buyer agency presentations, listing presentations, or just ideas in general about how we can raise the level of professionalism in this industry, this is the channel for you. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, go and hit that like button, and go ahead and share our channel just because it helps us out. So again, thank you so much. We're going to jump right into it. And today we are going to go over time management for realtors. Right off the bat, I'm going to start with daily goals. Not weekly, not monthly, not annual goals. Don't give a shit about them, okay? I will tell you, and this is one of my biggest, time management is probably one of my biggest pain points, my biggest things that I myself have done and having issues with on a daily basis. Still, 7 years in the business, 350 plus houses sold, I still today have issues with time management. So going over this kind of stuff and making sure, keeping it front of mind is so incredibly important to have and to know because it's a daily thing. So we're not looking for your daily goals or your monthly, annual, or whatever those goals are. Don't care about those. Those are important, don't get me wrong, but we don't care about those because we want to be looking at how you win the day. If you win enough days, you win enough weeks, you win enough months, you're gonna win the year, okay? So look at your daily goals. What do you need to accomplish that day? What do you want to accomplish that day? Whether it's get a listing agreement signed, get a listing active, get a whatever done, do it that way. Write those goals down on a daily basis, daily, okay? What I'm looking at is every single morning you wake up and you go over those goals, say, okay, here's my to-do list for the day. Here's what I need to get accomplished for today. Here's what needs to happen. How do I get to those? What do I do on those things? That is so incredibly important for you to be kind of paying attention to those because then you know what you're doing. You don't show up your computer and be like, well, I don't know what's going to happen today, but hopefully somebody calls me. No, go out, do your thing, do your stuff as far as your daily activities, making sure you're getting that stuff done, and just go down your to-do list. I literally have my to-do list is a yellow legal pad. You know, it's not much. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be anything special. All you really got to do is just know what you're going to get done that day. Second thing on our list to be doing on a daily basis is daily planning. Okay, there's two planning times that you need to be doing. Actually, technically only one, but we're going to hit two. So at the end of the day, let's just say 5 o'clock, you have to go pick kids up. I know this is my story. 5 o'clock, you have to go pick kids up. You have to go grab kids. You have to go to ball practice. You have to go whatever it is that you have to do at 5. So 30 minutes before that, stop what you're doing. Have an alarm on your phone. Do whatever will stop you doing what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Spend 30 minutes to reflect and plan in that order for the next day. Reflect on the current day. What did you do? What did you win? What did you do well? What did you do bad? And how can you do better? Okay? That's reflection on the current day. Then you sit and you spend the next 15 minutes to actually plan on what you're going to do the next day. Okay? So you want to actually go through and pick those things, pick those items of what you're going to do. You don't necessarily need to have a 20-item to-do list. You don't need to have all of this extra stuff. Just plan your next day. Because like for me, I know Wednesdays are my crazy busy day. My wife is always calling me like, hey, can we do this? Can we do it? I'm like, no, Wednesdays I can't. I know I'm booked pretty much from 7:30 in the morning till about 5 o'clock at night. That's pretty much solid because I know I've got things to do. So planning your day the night before, whether it's before you leave the office, before you go to sleep, whatever it is. I know I also have at my own house, I have a little notebook that I go over that really kind of covers all of that kind of stuff. And I write down 5:30 to this, 5:30 to 6, I do this, 6 o'clock to this, I do this. And I just do it on a time blocking or a time basis and knowing those are what your switches are. That's what you need to be changing. That's when you need to change tasks and everything like that. So daily planning, yes, I said daily. Daily planning is incredibly important. Next thing on my list is morning routine. So I don't care if you get up at 3:30 in the morning or 11 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't matter. What you need to do and how you take care of that kind of stuff is what's the important part. So for me, getting up at 5 o'clock is incredibly important for me. I'm not getting up at 3 or 4 o'clock. I know I can't do that. Hell, sometimes it is trouble for me to get up at 5 o'clock. And it's all relative too, I'll tell you that, because if I work, like right now, I'm working a lot until about midnight or so, I know I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock. I know I like my sleep. So my day shifts. It shifts a couple hours, whatever it may be. So, but if I can, ideally, what I'm looking for is 5 o'clock in the morning, I get up and I get my day going. I literally what I do is I start with my YouTube. I'm on Do Not Disturb, by the way. Start with my YouTube motivational stuff. Just start feeding your brain the moment you wake up. Put in your headphones, start feeding your brain. You know, there's all kinds of YouTube channels you can follow. There's all kinds of stuff, but like motivational speakers and all that kind of stuff, just feeding your brain with positive information. Before you look at text messages, before you look at emails, before you do it, just pop that in, get up. What I always do is get up, pop that in, go to the bathroom, then I go and I start making some coffee, getting that stuff going. By the time I'm listening to about 10, 15 minutes of that stuff, just kind of get my day going on that. Then the next thing is I look at my annual goals. I look at my annual goals and what that is. You know, I want to sell X amount of houses. I want to, you know, bring in X amount of agents. I need to do this. I need to do this. I want to be this good of a father. I want to be this good of a husband. I want to do this and this and this. Actually reviewing those on a daily basis is so incredibly important because it's there, front of mind, ready to roll. You know what you're doing. You know what you need to accomplish. You don't have much else. I mean, you have it. If you're looking at your goals on a daily basis, forget it. You're going to crush it. You're going to crush it because that's there in front of you versus everybody else that did those New Year's resolutions in January 1, like, oh, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then they throw it in a drawer and they never see it again for the rest of the year. And then they pull it out and they say, oh, I didn't do any of those things. Guess I'll do it again the next year. And they put it right back in the same drawer. No, guys. If you need to, if you want to, have a whiteboard. Have your goals on a piece of paper hanging in front of you that you see every single day. Motivation's a daily thing. And so if you're looking at your goals and you know what you need to accomplish and you know that that's what it is, and if you're not winning that day, you're definitely not gonna not gonna win the year. Come on, I mean, just start having those things and just cross it off. One thing that really helped me a couple months ago, I did a workout challenge with some people, and what I'm looking at and what you're doing is just check the box. Every day, I think it was 10 things I had to do every single day. And it was eat right, do this, do this, do this, do this. Just check the box. That's all you're doing. So stay in front of the goals, keeping those goals in front of you and actually reviewing those on a daily basis. Then I would actually do some meditation. And if you need I always like Headspace. It's a free app. You can do that. You can also pay for it, but free app, and it's there, all that kind of stuff. It just kind of helps you kind of clear your mind. If you're not good at it, I was not, and still not very good at meditation because my mind's always just jumping all over the place. But Headspace will give you a self-guided. I'm not sponsored or anything like that with Headspace. I just really like the app. But Headspace is a good one for meditation. After I meditate, I never really read in the morning. I still don't. I like doing that in the evenings. But after that, I always get a workout in. Get your body moving, get your blood pumping, getting all that stuff going. That's going to be incredibly important for you. I don't care if you're a heavy lifter or if you're just literally going and walking for 45 minutes. Go do it. Movement is medicine. I know you're going to hear that and I know it's cheesy, but movement's medicine. Go enjoy that. Go, if you got a nice day, go walk outside. If you got to put weight on your back, put weight on your back to feel like you're doing something. That's what I've always done. Or go actually work out and lift weights. Do whatever. Do something that's getting you active, that's getting your blood pumping, because that's going to just completely change your day. Versus if you roll out of bed 15 minutes before, run in, jump a quick 5-minute shower, and then you jump out and you got to go and you're late and you're starting your day behind already, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. The most important thing, you guys, we have 24 hours in this day. Who cares? Get it done. Check your list. Do your stuff. All the successful people, they still have 24 hours in their day. What's your excuse on it? So Guys, just real quick, if you are enjoying the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share our channel. We would love to help out with that stuff on it. But jumping into the next one, power in the pause. This one, I struggle on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. It is unbelievable how incredibly important it is. But taking that power in the pause, stop, breathe. I don't care if you've got 20 transactions or 1 transaction or 100 transactions pending right now. Stop and breathe and enjoy the ride, because if you don't enjoy the ride, what the hell are we doing this for? You know, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I am horrible at stopping. I've really been trying to this year, really been trying to this year, but I am horrible at actually pausing. Shutting the phone off, putting it away, doesn't matter, you'll get back to it. On a daily basis, spend 30 minutes to pause your day and just eliminate all distractions. No emails, no text messages, no phone calls, nothing. Just pause by yourself, no kids, no wife, no husband, nothing. Just pause your day and just take a quick minute, take a breath. Go out to, I know I've got a spot that I like to go to here in town that it overlooks our lake and everything here locally, and I just shut everything off and I sit down. Now again, I don't do it daily. I wish I did. I wish I would be more important with that part of it. But I do a lot of my pause in the morning as well. But on a daily basis, do that, take 30 minutes. On a weekly basis, take an hour. On a monthly basis, take a day. On a quarterly basis, take 2 days. You know, give yourself that pause, because what that allows for you, it allows your mind to go break and be creative. How do you get bigger? How do you get better? How do you do all, like, it just starts, your mind starts running. Your mind starts going a whole different direction, and something you're like, and then all of a sudden it clicks. Bring a piece of paper, write it down, keep going. Okay, it just clicks. So take that pause. I've got one of my coaches, she's been pounding that in my head for the last 5 years, I think. And it is one thing that until about a year ago, I didn't really understand it because I didn't feel like I could pause. Take that pause. I cannot tell you so many times I've been able to, like, if you're deep in a problem or deep in a thing, take a step back. Stop everything. Close down everything. How do we fix it? Don't freak out. Don't get mad about it. Don't get angry. Don't, just step back. Pause. Figure out how to do it. And again, think about something completely different. And it's still going to come back in and be like, oh my God, that's how I can get this transaction done. Or, oh my God, this is how we do it. Take that pause. There's so much power in a pause. Again, I'm preaching to the choir at this point in time, but a lot of what I've done, I need to continue to do it myself. I need to continue to do better about it. But I took, last year, I took, in October, I took 2 days away from the kids, away from the wife, 2 days. I shut off all the outside world. I spent an hour on my phone just so I can hang out and talk to the kids and do what I need to there. But I spent 2 days, 2 full days on just nothing, just thinking, being by myself, spending that time by myself and being away from it all. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. So power in the pause is a huge thing, but on a daily basis, 30 minutes, on a weekly basis, an hour, on a monthly basis, spend a day, on a quarterly basis, I would spend a day or 2. I mean, just kind of whatever works for you too. And if it's those numbers don't work, pick a different time, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. Spend that. An afternoon on a monthly basis, do an afternoon. Go golfing by yourself. Go whatever. Just spend the time with yourself that is not about work. One thing that I've really done that's really helped me is on a daily basis, I pick 3 things. So during my planning time the night before, I pick 3 things that I want to complete. Just 3. That's it. Pick 3 things. So you pick out those 3 items that if you get those 3 items done that next day, it's a win. You could get nothing else done the rest of that day, but you got those 3 items done, that's a W for that day. Okay? And keep track of them. And maybe it's not work related. Maybe it's go to the pool with the kids. Maybe it's practice baseball with the kids. Maybe it's, you know, something, go on a drive. Whatever it is, those 3 things, if you get them done, that's a win. So that's what I've done on the day before. It's been incredible just to kind of, and it just starts snowballing at that point in time. And start snowballing like, oh, I got those 3 done. Sweet, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Awesome. My day's 1, I could either go screw off and go take my pause, or I could come in and I could actually get some more work done. And then at the end of the day, when you switch your mind to that, at the end of the day, you're gonna kick some ass because you just won. Now, instead of getting 3 things done, you got 10 things done or 20 things done or whatever it is, and you're crushing it. And you feel amazing at the end of the day because you just switched your mind to be like, oh, this is perfect. So pick 3 things on that end of it. Next thing on my list, I'm gonna talk about leverage. Holy shit, this is one of the things that I really wish I would have done from the very beginning. Brand new agent, I wish I would have leveraged everything. Everything. There's transaction coordinators, there's assistants, there's virtual assistants, there's literally, if it's such a, you know, I'm not talking down on anybody, but if you can do it, transaction coordinator, they pay by the transaction. So if they're not doing anything, you don't pay them. If they're not doing the work and that transaction doesn't close, you don't pay them. That's like the best thing ever. And there's literally with our company, with EXP, I'm talking to somebody right now, $250 a transaction. Psh, okay, for me to not have to handle it, done. Take it out of my commission, take it out of my transaction, whatever it is, that helps it taken care of. Like you don't have to touch the paperwork at that point. That's a no-brainer. That is the first thing I would do. Very first thing I would do if I'm trying to leverage. Next thing, work on an assistant. Next thing, work on a showing assistant. Next thing, I mean, just keep going down what you feel. Ads. I don't do my own ads. I pay somebody for ads. That's how I'm able to do in 1 year last year in a town of 55,000 people, I sold 68 sides. You know, I'm able to leverage those times, and I'm pretty much an agent by myself. I have an assistant and a transaction coordinator. That's really what I've done. And it's been pretty amazing. So leverage is so incredibly important that I'm gonna tell you, you need to get on today. Do it today. All right, everybody, I really appreciate you checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some nuggets from this one. Again, if you have questions or if you need anything about time management or anything I can help you on, give me a call. My number is 785-477-5485, or shoot me an email at kyle@homesforsalemhk.com. And again, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, like, and share. I definitely would love to hear from you guys. And if you've got some ideas or some things that you're interested in about more with Motivated Agent and what I can do to help you guys out, please let me know. As always, if you're interested in EXP and you have any questions about that one, I'm not a high pressure person. I'm just here to educate and take care of you and making sure that we are upping the level of professionalism in the real estate industry. So please reach out. I'm here to help. I want to make sure I get you taken care of. And again, I'll see you next time.